Well, hello friends. Welcome back to my channel, Rainy's Reading and Crafty Corner. It's my new channel name that I can't even remember. I still kind of miss just plain old rainy day reads, but this is a floss tube and a reading, and it might turn into some journaling in 2025. So rainy day reads just didn't really fit as much anymore. So I still have to get used to that. But anyway, hi, it's been a while. I had a really crazy November. And I came on in October for the beginning of the month, and I did even a stitch with me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to come back on here and do more of these. Have I? No. Clearly, you have not seen my face since probably mid-October. So, which, I mean, may or may not be a joy to you. I don't know, but if you don't like seeing me, I guess you wouldn't be watching right now, right? So, but anyway, today we are going to film, or, I am filming a floss tube. I believe that this is floss tube number 40 for me, so that is pretty cool. And I am filming this on November 30th, the last day of the month, but you will probably not be seeing this until December 1st. So, to all my American friends, my US friends, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a delightful one that spanned 2 days. It was just my parents and I for actual Thanksgiving, and we went to a restaurant and they had a lovely, special for the day. So it was good and we had fun. And then the day after, we went to my aunt's house for the big family Thanksgiving. It just worked out better to have it the day after Thanksgiving for our family. So so I had my big Thanksgiving pig out yesterday. So I'm feeling a little bit sluggish today, but we get the things done. And this is like the only day I had to film. I decided that I'm going to film all my December videos down here in my living room so that you can have some pretties to see for, the tree that I got up. I actually broke my rule of no Christmas before Thanksgiving. And on Wednesday night, I decorated everything for Thanksgiving for Christmas, because I was like, well, Thanksgiving's a little late this year. And I didn't want to short it. So I didn't want to short Christmas because of Thanksgiving being kind of late. But my original plan of decorating the weekend before didn't pan out. I had too much going on. So I only got it up the day before Thanksgiving. So not too far out of my original policy. But yeah, anyway, I'm excited. It's all up. I can relax, sort of. I mean, as much as anyone can relax during the Christmas season. Although I don't have kids. I don't have a husband. So, I mean, and my parents and I, we don't really exchange gifts anymore. Well, my mom has broken that rule a few times with me. But like in general, we don't really do a lot of gifts for Christmas. So it's usually just like we hang out because, we're all adults and we can buy our own things. So anyway, I should be able to relax-ish this season, but we'll see. Anyway, so today is Floss Tube 40, I think. And I have some exciting things to show you. I have not one, but 2 finishes since the last time I saw you. And one of them is pretty darn exciting. Both of them are exciting. But one of them, if you've seen my Instagram, you know. Although I have been sneaky about showing the whole thing, but I had my focus project for the year is finished. A whole month ahead of schedule, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Want to go over my December plans for filming, and of course, like what I'm going to focus on now that big project is done. But I'm kind of going to do, I've done this in the past, just sort of like a modified Vlogmas, which for me will encompass Flosstube, Flossmas, Bookmas, and I don't know if there's a just Journalmas, I don't know. But basically, I'm just going to pop on randomly as I can, and hopefully more than I've done in the last couple of months, which, would be, even if it was one video, it'd be more than in November. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that a little later. Anyway, let's just move on to the whips that I have since the last time I came before you. So let's start with October, because that was really the last time you saw me. And okay, so I had started the Autumn is as Joyful Sal with the Huga Stitcher on the first day of autumn, which was, I have it written down, 9/22. So in September was the first day of autumn, and at least in the Northern Hemisphere. And like I said, Samantha, the Huga Stitcher, is the creator of the Sal, and the Autumn is as Joyful pattern, which I will put here, is by Lila's Studio or Lila's Studio. I've heard it said both ways. I think I would say it Lila's Studio. And I have never done a Quaker before, but I think I said in my last video that I have gotten sucked in by Samantha and Laura from Stitching by the Shore, who were doing the summer Quaker that Lila Studio put out, and I just loved the colors and of that one, and the composition of it. It's just like I was totally on board with that one. I have not started that one yet. That will probably be coming this summer though, because if this one continues to wow me. But whenever she put out the Autumn Quaker, which isn't called Autumn Quaker, but I usually end up being, that's what I refer to it. But it's called Autumn is as Joyful. And when I think I saw it on Samantha's channel, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, it's done. I have to get that one because squirrels, turkey, mostly squirrels. I love squirrels. And just the colors were just grabbing me again. So, I mean, if nothing else, Lila's Studio has great color sense because both of the Summer Quaker and her Autumn one have just both floored me with their color combinations. So anyway, I started that one in September, and hopefully I have a picture of where it was the last time you would have seen it. And this is where I am now. So let's see, in October, I put in 596 stitches, and in November, because after one of my big projects was done, I started working on this one more, I got 187 stitches in. So I didn't do the math. I don't know how many that is total. But I am currently at 6.89% as of the filming of this video. So I'm still loving it. Still awesome. My plan before this goes away for the winter is to get to the turkey at the bottom. So we'll see if that happens. But I'm hoping to, because I want to actually work on this hopefully daily, but obviously I haven't been doing that in most of November, but I want to work on it until the actual first day of winter, which is at the end of December. So I'm still going to pull this out throughout December, I think. Oh, and I forgot to say that this is 20 count fiber on a whim in, oh, I was going to write it down and I forgot. I have the tag somewhere, but I'll try to remember to link it below. But it's 20 count fiber on a whim. I just don't remember the colorway. So the next project that I worked on in October was my focus piece for October for the readathon that I participate in every October called Victober, when we read almost exclusively Victorian novels or something Victorian for the whole month of October. It's like my favorite readathon every year, one of them. But probably the most like intense that I get with a readathon is Victober. So I wanted to have a crafty project that I could focus on that was, Victorian inspired. So that whip was Minnie the Library, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist, I believe, is Auguste Tomouche, I think is how you would pronounce the name. He was a French painter, I researched. He is during the years of the Victorian period, but because he's French, he's not technically Victorian. But hey, that's technicalities. So, but anyway, here is where it was before October. So the last time you saw it, hopefully. And then I did a stitch with me during the month of October. Just one. I meant to do more, but life. And this is where I got to. So this doesn't look like a lot. It doesn't look like much, I guess I should say. But this is, I did a middle start, which is unusual for full coverage. But this is like her dress this is her arm, and she's holding like a fold of her dress. And then I'm working down. I was going to originally just do color completion of one of the blues, but I kind of got bored with that. So there's still a lot of blues, but I wanted to fill it in more. So that's why I started working on her arm too. But I haven't worked on this since October because I got very focused on one of my other focus pieces. So this hasn't come out, but this is going to go back on my normal rotation for 2025. Maybe for December, we'll see. My plans are still a little loose for December, so we'll see. I didn't tell you anything about this before I went to put it down. So in October, I put in 1,504 stitches, and the percentage I'm at now is only 3.39%. And this is on 25 count Lugana. I forget what the company is, but it's 25 count Lugana, and I'm doing 1/1 full cross on this one because I wanted it to have good coverage. So I didn't want to do like 10 stitch or anything. And this was also my New Year's new start from 2024. So I started this on January 1st, 2024. Okay, so the next piece that I worked on in October and a little bit in November, but I think I only had put in 40 stitches this month. So is Shakespeare Quotes by Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy. And I have been working on this for a little over 2 years now. I started this on September 1st of 2022. So this is technically, I believe, my oldest whip now. Yeah, it definitely is my oldest whip because I've been using it for Oldest Whip Wednesday. So, this is what it will look like when it is completed. And this is where I am now. Oop, whoa, it wasn't even the whole thing. There you go. So, let's see. I put in 604 stitches in October and only 40 stitches in November. And I am at 30.72%. I have made it down to the bottom of the piece, and I'm getting to the edge. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to have a whole lot of extra on this side, but I don't really care that much. But obviously this was my time before I really understood how to cut fabric. So, but yeah, it's looking really good and starting to fill in nicely. Sorry for this dangling thread here. But I'm working on my favorite Shakespeare quote, though she be but little, she is fierce. So that's the one I'm working on now. And of course, it's in white, which nobody likes white. Maybe except for Ebony. Ebony from Stitches with Ebony. She likes working with those light colors. But I am not a big fan of working with white, at least with 2 strands. And this one is 2 strands because it is, I think it's 16 count. No? What is it? Do I have that written down? Oh, it's 18 count is what I say. I don't know if it is or not. I think it is. I think that's correct. 18 count black Ada. So it's not as bad, but I am doing 2 strands full cross on it. So that's, I think, where the white stitches get a little messy. If you only use 1 strand, then it is not as messy, obviously. But, you know, this was before I learned about 22 count and all the, you know, all the glories of 1 strand stitching. So, yeah, I think it looks, oop, I forgot to put my paper behind it. But, yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. And hopefully, I was going to attempt to finish it by the end of the year, but I don't really want to try to focus on finishing anything else for this year. I'll just try to, you know, try to make it more of a focus at the beginning of 2025 and, you know, try to work on it more in December and see if I can get to at least 50% by the end of the year and then go from there in 2025. So I just was like, after my last finish, I was like, no, we're done here. So, but yeah, I'm excited with how that one is turning out. Hopefully it will be done in 2025 because it's been on the WIP list for way too long for what it is. I think it's the black fabric, honestly. I think that's why it didn't get more progress. It didn't get done quicker because black fabric is just difficult to work with. Yeah. So I think I'm in a groove with it now, but still, it's not my favorite to work on. Okay, so then now we are on to my October finish. And that is, I'm not even going to show you what it looked like, but my finish for October was the Our Father by Anne Makes Things. And this is what it looks like. And I think I have already posted this on Instagram. And I don't know, did I like actually show this? Before? I don't know. I might be like totally showing you something again that you already saw. But yeah, so this is my finish for October. I did 2,179 stitches in October to complete this. And it is on an 18 count Ada from Hobby Lobby that is modeled. And I was given that as a gift. And I really enjoy how it turned out. Now I just have to figure out what I want to do with it from here. So we'll see. We won't dwell on that one too much since I feel like I might have shown that to you already. Completed and you're like, Rainy, come on. But whatever. So now we are on to November. And obviously some of those things that I showed you from October, I worked on as well. In October, I kind of like focused in on a few pieces, just to like, because I was reading a lot in October. So I just knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time for both things if I went overboard with the projects. So in November, I was really focused in, but I'm not going to show it to you yet, but I was focused on finishing my big yearly focus project. But I'm not going to show that to you yet. And we have like a lot of the country, had some snow in November. So I decided I was going to pull out my snow day stitch from last year, and that is Sugar Plum Dreams by Lindy Stitches. I used to do a lot of Lindy Stitches designs, and then I got sucked into full coverage, and a lot of my pieces from that I have from her are sitting, and I need to get those out more in 2025 because I still love her. I just like got sucked into full coverage. So I started this piece on December 2nd of 2023. And I think I started it for the Jingle Ball. And the Jingle Ball will be happening again on the 6th through the 8th of December. And I have my ticket to go. We'll see how often I can participate. I already know that I have something going on the 7th in the evening, so I won't be able to do that. But you know, it's like all day from the 6th through the 8th. So I'm sure I'll get to at least experience a few stitching tables, which is usually all I ever do anyway. But anyway, I started this at a stitching table on for the Jingle Ball, and I don't even know if I have like a when you saw it first or last, because it's been a while since I worked on this. But here is where it is now. And as you can probably see from the finished picture, this horse has a lot of stitching in it. So it's taking me a little while because it's all just brown, the same brown. So, but I think what I'm going to do, somebody else said they were working on this one, and they were outlining the whole horse and then just filling it in when they were doing a stitching table or, you know, any kind of like virtual retreat or anything like that. So I think I might do that. But I only am working on this. This is why it's taking me so long. I'm only working on it when it snows, which actually I need to put in a few stitches today, which hopefully I can get to, because yes, it has snowed. Actually, it snowed a little bit overnight last night, or I mean the night before. Friday overnight. And then today it has snowed. So I should put in 2 days worth, which I'm trying to get 100 stitches every time I pull it out. So I should do 200 stitches today. We'll see if that happens. I don't know, because my family and I are going to the Spirit of Christmas parade in downtown tonight. They have like a light up parade in my downtown, so we're going to that tonight. And then hanging out with my grandpa for a little bit afterwards. So I don't know how much stitching I will get, but we'll see. But yeah, that's where that one is, and eventually that will get done. So I might make it a focus in December. You know, even if it's not a snow day, I might try to work on it here and there. Then the last project that I worked on, other than my big project, was Welcome to Rivendell by Country Magic Stitch. I was going to call it something else, but Country Magic Stitch. So here is what it will look like when it is done. And this one is very nice because it's all like block stitching. There's no confetti of any kind, but yet it is still full coverage. So that is nice. And I might have a picture of where it was the last time you saw it. And here is where I am now. Let me put my paper behind it. I actually remembered to bring a paper, guys, to make this a little better. So yeah, I'm trying a diagonal stair step thing with this because it is so easy to kind of fill in, and there's no confetti. It's just really easy to, kind of fill in the blocks as you go. So I thought, well, let's just switch it up a little bit. I'm still not a giant fan of all these parked threads, but my friend Alicia actually sent me some of those bobbin thingies that you can wind your parked threads on and just kind of hang them there. So I need to put one on here. I didn't have them when I decided to do this. So now that I'm home and I can use this, then I'm gonna slap one on there before I leave again tonight. so yeah, it's looking really good. I'm looking forward to getting down into more of the picture instead of just the sky, but the sky needs to be done too. So that's why I'm trying a diagonal method so that I get a little bit of everything. So that I hopefully won't get too bored. So yeah. Oh, I should tell you, I did. What did I do? Oh, I did 688 stitches so far in November. Well, in November, because this is the last day. I probably will put in some more stitches on it tonight, but you know, probably I try to do 100 stitches on this every day. This is currently on my 1,000 stitch rotation, which is a rotation that I've realized that I like. So we're at 688. So I have a little bit more to go before I am going to put this one away and spin my wheel again. So yeah, that is my last whip from the last couple of months. Yay. So hold on one second. Let me rearrange myself and I will get my big finish out for you. I finished on November 24th, thankfully right before all the holiday madness, because that ended up working out well for me. I finished Mini Night Cafe by Heaven and Earth Designs. Ooh, and the artwork is by Leonid Afromov. And I have, if you've been with me for a while, you know what a saga this has been. It's such a small piece comparatively to a lot of other full coverage that people stitch. But I have restarted this thing 3 times. At first I didn't like the fabric with my method of stitching, and then that's how it was. Like I tried 2 different fabrics with 2 different stitching methods, like I think I did 2 over 2 strands over 1 both times, but I tried different counts, something like that. I don't remember the method, but both times I hated how thick it was and all that. So this is my 3rd restart, and this is the one that stuck. 3rd time is a charm, and because I actually finished it. Now, when you know that I forgot to write down on my paper when I actually started my 3rd restart, but I believe it was in September of 2023. So only a little over a year have I been working on this 3rd restart. But I will try to remember I'll look it up because I'm filming on my phone and that's where I have that information. So I will try to remember to put it on the screen in editing when I actually started it. And I don't have, I should have written down, when I originally started all my other restarts, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm not going to show it to you what it's going to look like when it's done, because it is done. Let me make sure I have it the right way. Ta-da! Yay! It looks so good. Now, is this perfect? Does it have a lot of mistakes in it? Yes. But I was able to match everything up and it's fine. And, it looks, because of the nature of the way this painting is and how just loosey-goosey and watercolory it is, that didn't really matter as long as I made sure everything matched up. So yeah, there's definitely some colors in there that I'm just like, this is a ninja stitch and I don't really feel like getting that color out for that other brown for one stitch. So this one that I have on my needle right now is going to be what I put in. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of those, but definitely you can't tell. And it looks like how it's supposed to look. And yay, so exciting. So this one was only 50,850 stitches total, I believe. So that's very small for a Heaven and Earth Designs. Um, and ooh, I'm gonna hold it like this. um, and sometimes the minis are, I guess, unclear. I do have one that I'm going to be UFOing, I think, that I just don't like the way it looks as a mini. But I'm generally not like that fussed about it, as my British friends would say. Um, but yeah, that one definitely I did not like. But this one, it didn't matter if it wasn't as clear because of the nature of the way it looks anyway. It's just all about the color, not so much about the form of it all. So it really, I think, turned out wonderful, and I would totally recommend any of Leonid Afromov's pieces in mini form if you were so inclined to do them. It is a lot, as you can probably tell, a lot of confetti. so, so it is not a quick stitch at all, but um, but yeah, it's the effect is worth it, I think. And I put it down for a second. And I was saying that it was very lucky that I finished it on November 24th because then I was able to participate in the Black Friday deals for a frame on Amazon. So that actually should be coming today. It has not yet, but this is actually just 10 by 10. So I was able to order a 10 by 10 black frame. That's all I wanted. So I just ordered it off of Amazon. So I don't know. I might have to get a like a mat board, which I was looking on Amazon, and you can get 10 by 10. Or no, I don't even know if you can get 10 by 10 that are the acid free. I think I was able to get 10 by 10 like cardboard mat board, but it didn't say acid free. So I don't know. I didn't do that yet because I would just want to see like how it comes. If it has any kind of a mat board with it that I can just use that way. Yeah, being an Amazon frame, I just don't know what I'm getting really. So yeah, we'll just have to wait that out. But yeah, I am just a pinner when I do my own framing, which I really haven't done much of. I think my Halloween piece that I did, which is a Lindy Stitches pattern, I did lace it, I believe, the first time. It might even still be laced. I don't know. But I hate lacing. I hate it so much. So I am totally a pinner all the way. So my dad's piece that I did for him a couple years ago, that was pinned. And this one will definitely be pinned. So I'll need to make sure I have a good mat board for it. But yeah, it should be hopefully by, well, it won't be by the next time you see me, hopefully. But hopefully by the next time I film a proper Flosstube, it will be framed and fully finished. So yeah, yay. Let's take another look at it, shall we? Yay. So nice. So that is all I have been doing since the last time you saw me in October. Um, it's kind of a lot, but maybe not as much variety as I would normally have. But now that I am done with Night Cafe, the last couple of weeks I have just been kind of like minimally stitching, I would say. The last week, because I only just finished it. So the last week I've just kind of minimally stitched. I take projects with me wherever I go, but I haven't really been worrying too much about stitching. I just kind of, I don't, like I said, I was going to try to like hustle and finish Shakespeare quotes by the end of the year, but I don't really feel that urge anymore, because I think Stitch Pal told me that now if I, started to try to finish it by December 31st, now I would need to do like 300 stitches a day. And I'm just like, nope, I'm out. I don't want to, nope, don't even want to try that. So I just don't want to have to feel like I have to stitch, because that is how I get when I have a focus project and a goal. I'm like, yes, you gotta finish that goal. You gotta work towards that goal. So I kind of want to just be like Sweewee method, switch or stitch what you want when you want, at least for now. That being said, my December plans, I don't really have anything like too set in stone, but December I always like to focus on Mini Nativity by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Donna Gelsinger, I believe. I'll put it up here and I'll put the designer, but I think it's Donna Gelsinger. I like to pull that one out every, I was going to try to do every like 24th and 25th of every month, but that has not happened. I just totally forget about it. So I definitely like to try to pull that out every day in December, at least until Christmas. But even after Christmas, because, you have Epiphany after that. And so, I could do it till, the first week in January and it would be fine. And then I'll probably pull out Sugar Plum Dreams a lot more. I'm hoping we don't get too many snow days, but I don't know. We've already had some snow this year, which in recent years we haven't really gotten snow until like the end of December. So the fact that we're getting it a little bit earlier than usual kind of scares me for December, but whatever. So yeah, I might try to at least pull it out like once every few days. And then other than that, I don't really have any specific plans as far as stitching goes. Now, as far as filming goes, you are going to see this on December the 1st, probably, unless I decide to switch this up. But I am going to do a sort of a modified Vlogmas. I definitely will not be able to do a video every day. I've tried that in the past. It doesn't work, and then I feel like I failed on my goal. And I'm just going to play it by ear, but I do have some more videos I would like to put out as kind of like end of the year plans for 2025 kind of things. So I'm going to put out the ones that I definitely know I want to put out are stitching plans for 2025, what I have as goals, and different like little my rotation and all that stuff. I'll put that out. Hopefully that won't be a super long video. And then I want to do reading plans, so that goes along with BookTube. I don't have a lot of those, to be honest with you. I just kind of go with the flow. As far as if anybody puts out a reading challenge or anything like that. But my main one, the other one that I really want to put out is a journaling video, what I plan to use for journals and planners and things in the new year. But I'm still waiting on a couple of those to show up at my house. So I probably won't be able to do that till like maybe the second week of December. But yeah, I have a lot of plans videos. I may try to do some tags for my BookTube content. BookTube is very into tags. I feel like a lot of people do them like when they're new, to try to like get their subscriber count up, and then I feel like once you've been at it for a while, you're like, nah. But tags are kind of fun during the holidays, so I might do a few of those. We'll see. I don't know. Again, everything right now is very like loose and just like I don't want to stress about stuff. I got my goals covered for the year, so yeah, I just kind of want to go with the flow. But I do want to come back to you more than I have been recently, more than once a month. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's really all I have for you for the day. Um, yeah, I hope you're excited about my finish. Yay! And I'm sorry if I showed you that other finish that I already showed you. I think I might have already showed it to you. Oh well, but that one was the big one. The night cafe was the big one that I wanted to come on here and show you. So yay! And I hope everybody has a lovely December planned. If you have a channel, are you planning to do Flossmas or Vlogmas or any of those things? Let me know so I can hopefully go watch it. That's the other thing about December is so many people put vlogs and like daily things up, and I just like I want to read and too in December, and I'm just like I can't read and watch all these things at the same time, so I get a little overwhelmed. But hopefully I can give myself some like boundaries this year and figure out like how to do everything. We'll see. But yeah, I do want to know if you're doing Flossmas or Bookmas or Vlogmas or whatever. Yeah, because I'm always looking for new things to watch in the evening. So, all right, friends, I am going to get off here and go and get out a bunch of warm clothes for this parade tonight because it is very cold right now. And only get colder in the evening. So, and I will hopefully talk to you pretty soon. I'll talk to you soon then. Bye.